Hello and welcome to today's LinkedIn Live. My name is Christopher, and today I have a very exciting event for you. I'm going to talk about programmatic SEO, one of the buzzwords of 2025. And with me for this session, I have a super expert, internationally acknowledged expert in this field. So I'm very delighted to, I'm really looking forward to this session. So let me just invite in Robert.
Hello, Christopher. Pleasure to be here, and thanks for having me.
Great having you, Robert. So actually, I think the first time we met was actually 1 year ago in Dubai.
Exactly, yeah. In Dubai, exactly. White Press conference in Dubai, exactly.
Exactly. And I also remember that your session about programmatic SEO was actually the first session, and I found it really mind-blowing. So I thought, who's better to talk to than Robert about this topic?
Thank you very much, Christopher.
Yeah. So anyway, let me just see if I can share some slides just to know that we are just have some structure for this talk. I mean, the idea is basically, Robert, we're going to talk half an hour, 45 minutes about the topic. The idea for me was actually, when I do these, they're always very selfish. It's for me to understand the topic. But I guess also that for anybody else on the call, and of course you're allowed to say hi out there, there's a live chat. I also hope that when they go from here, what they will know is, what is actually programmatic SEO? What are the advantages? What are the use cases? And of course, also I know that you will show some of your cases as well to inspire anyone who wants to start out in this area. So just a quick question to start out, Robert. I mean, how long time have you been working with programmatic SEO or SEO in general?
So in general, I mean, as SEO, let's say as SEO field for the last 20 years, and I'm let's say hardcore in programmatic SEO for the last few years, especially when a large language model appeared, and I started to go broad with it. So a few years in general, yeah.
Excellent. And I know that currently you are doing a lot of you're doing some different AI courses you've launched an AI course in Poland, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sensei is our brand, and in 2024 we already showed our ideas to more than 500 companies in Polish market, and I'm super happy for the result. Polish market is not too big, but still 500 companies sounds good. And this year our goal is to go broad and even global with our ideas and expertise. So stay tuned.
Excellent, man. That's. I mean, I'm seeing a shift, a mainstream shift. Of course, we're all talking about AI, but now there's really a mainstream shift. Everybody needs to have the skill set of working with AI. Whereas, of course, SEO. Usually SEOs are the first ones to adapt a new technology.
Yeah, exactly. And our main goal is to show all possibilities on the field instead of being just a user of ChatGPT or just user of AI. We want to show the ideas how to build on top of AI, using AI, how you can use technology in smart way and just grow, because we have quite challenging times. I mean, search generative experience, brand new verticals like perplexity, AI search. So there is huge gap on the market, and we are there. We are here.
Excellent. Okay, let me just see if I can share my screen here just to get some structure on this. 1 second.
No worry.
Let's see here. So just see if you can. Let's see. Do you see the full slides here?
It's not full screen. It's a PowerPoint screen.
Just gonna swap. Is it better now?
It's still PowerPoint.
Still PowerPoint. 1 second. Just gonna. This is when you're live, right? So 1 second here. All right. Well, I think I'll just I'll stick to it because I know you're also going to share some you're going to share some cases. So I think it's more like I have some slides that we can look at later. But I think it's for now I'm just going to keep a structure which is maybe we should just first talk about, what is programmatic SEO. I saw somebody in here. I mean, of course, the abbreviation now is PSEO. I saw somebody said, "Oh, I put this new topic PSEO. It means personalized SEO." So I think there's a lot of confusion at the moment. What is programmatic SEO? And Robert, what is your take on programmatic SEO?
So, in my opinion, and it is how I think about programmatic SEO. Programmatic SEO is a way of using, let's say, cutting-edge technology just to grow in Google search, for example. It's covering user intents in huge scale, user needs in huge scale, and all possible micro moments of users in huge scale. And great representation of a successful programmatic SEO strategy is, for example, Booking.com. And let me give you an example. If you're looking for a hotel in Rotterdam, there is a Booking.com. If you are looking for a hotel in Copenhagen, there is Booking.com. So they use data about hotels and let's say apartments around the globe to present listing in all possible queries that the user can ask. For example, hotel with swimming pool in Copenhagen, and wow, there is Booking.com. So they use this technology and data to appear in each possible keyword and micro moments on the customer journeys for selling or booking a hotel. So it's a great example. And also I would like to add that programmatic SEO, it's not spamming the internet, because there is the temptation, because of the cost of large language models, to, let's say, outspam the internet and be like everywhere with random content and hallucination. Programmatic SEO is approach to give value for users to fulfill their user intent in huge scale, based on your business data. So, for example, if you are running the e-commerce, you can also go with programmatic SEO strategy, for example, to add facet navigation filters and all possible parameters of your, let's say, equipment or your stuff you are selling in your e-commerce. So it's still programmatic SEO, because you started with data, with your product, and then fulfill all possible user queries, needs, and intents.
Excellent. So I think, I was thinking about a formula, and I don't know, somebody probably also invented this, but actually saying strategy plus content template plus data equals programmatic SEO. Would you agree to this, or is there something missing in this formula?
Technology, strategy, of course, data, of course, because you need to build on top of something, not just randomly go to ChatGPT and ask, write me content about hotels in Copenhagen. Come on, nobody needs to read about hotels in Copenhagen. They are looking for buildings or place to sleep or hotel with swimming pool. Come on, so you just need to fulfill the intent. Is the most important part. Plus technology, AI, and it allow us to go in scale fast and cut the micro moments.
I mean, regarding AI, because when I started out in the agency world 10 years ago, I actually had a colleague, Christian Højbo. Now he's working in HR, something completely different. But what he had was he had a site for nutritional products. So he had his Google Sheets, and he had all his columns with the different content, and then he could push out he could create these unique pages and push it out in his CMS. Is that programmatic SEO? Or is it something which comes before? I mean, is AI, you can say, does it have to be AI technology to be programmatic SEO, or have you always called it programmatic SEO, even when you've used other tools to automate?
So the thing is, the AI allows us to make it faster, and it allows us to make it better. But you can also go without AI with programmatic SEO strategy, and the best representation is still Booking.com, Airbnb, or all job listing in the United States, or I don't know, Craigslist or marketplaces. It's still a programmatic approach, but without AI. And the thing is, you need to let's say calculate the correlation between your user needs and queries and query patterns. For example, let me give you what I mean, query pattern, like Hotel Copenhagen, Hotel Amsterdam, Hotel Paris, Hotel Warsaw is a sort of pattern with huge traffic demand, so with user demand, and you're just answering the question in huge scale. That's it.
And I mean, we're talking a lot about scalability, and I'm also imagining here that one thing is, of course, to create the pages, right? You have thousands of pages when it comes to hotels plus city, but I guess it's also about it's easy to update, right? I mean, that's a big part. You have to look at this long term, right? I mean, you have to look how easy it will be for me to update all these pages as well, right? That's
So in your formula, it was lack of technology, because you need to go with databases technology and be still updated, and because your users are looking for existing places or existing places where they can book the place to sleep or the room. And even Google last year in Google Leak, it was information about nav boost, that user signals are one of the most important signal for Google ranking, and you need to fulfill user needs to get the positive signals, and it make a momentum of programmatic SEO. So a lot of users, huge scale, positive signals, and let's go. I can also show the case study when my colleague, it's OnlyFans case study. My colleagues tried to write a content using AI about OnlyFans, and it was clapped by Google like in 14 days or 21 days, depending on the time period, because users are looking for OnlyFans model, not content about OnlyFans. So you need to ask yourself a question about your exact user needs and how to fulfill it, not just spam Google, because Google don't need any more website. There is a huge inflation of content nowadays, and you need to fill the gap and make users happy is most important part.
I mean, I guess also that sometimes the user intent changes and Google decides to show other results. What do you do with a programmatic SEO project if intent changes? Is that something you've seen, or is it just
so the intent can be changed, for example, for Black Friday or season period for e-commerce or iPhones or this sort of stuff, but it won't change, for example, when you are looking for local companies. It's same intent always, like kebab in Warsaw, kebab in Copenhagen. The intent is same. You need to just get the most let's say kebab place near to you, and that's it. So starting from strategy, if you are looking for keyword pattern to cover based on your data, go with same intent each time. That won't change in time. For example, Black Friday or iPhone, because there's iPhone 14, 15, 16, whatever, iPhone 20 in the future. So it will change for sure.
Perfect. And just regarding, I think I will just talk a little bit about, I will give you some use cases afterwards. I think first I would like to see if you can present some cases that you've done, just to inspire. But afterwards, I would just like to ask you about some different use cases, Robert. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, let's go. I will share a screen in a second. So first of all, I will show the case of our local, let's say, programmatic operation. We have like hundreds of websites in Poland, which cover the local needs. For example, local government news, local organization news, local libraries, sports center news, local police, local companies, and local, let's say, tour or famous people born in each city. Everything is 100% AI, and I will show it in a second. And then I will show the OnlyFans case where I made like 5 million in traffic in United States, and I did this project in a few days, and it's also 100% programmatic. And
that was your Christmas project, right?
Yeah. I had a room, so let's start. But first of all, when I start to showing it, look on the quality of websites. It's not random spam. And if my users are looking for local news or local companies, everything is perfect and they are happy. So I'm starting to share the screen. So first of all, a local website. So it's a website. Oh, you see my screen. For city Krakow, and we have like hundreds of this sort of website in Poland. Everything is 100% AI. But look, at the beginning you have the local news, and they are real. It's not random. It's in Polish, so it's the news from yesterday. I would translate up to English for better understanding. Everything is AI based, and we just collect the data from all possible local government, local libraries, local organizations, sports center, and everything. Normalize it to same format, and generate the 100% real local news that people are looking for. Next, I will translate it back to English. Information from police in each city in Poland, because people are looking for crime and everything connected to police in each city. So we have real news from police department. Once again, normalize real news, up to date, and it's real. So if somebody is looking for it, it's real data, real news. Next,
where do you get that police data from?
Police websites. They publish news on police departments in Poland, so it's possible just to collect data from police and normalize it for a website. And yeah, next, companies. For example, here we have dentist in Krakow. So ask yourself the question: if you are looking for dentist in Copenhagen, you don't want to read about dentist in Copenhagen. You just need to get the real dentist in Copenhagen, in this case, dentist in Krakow. So the ranking of real dentists with real rates from Google Maps, actually, real information about each dentist, map, contact, and like everything you need to get about dentist. Here is about implants. So we are cutting, like we are ranking for keywords like dentist in Krakow, dentist in Warsaw, dentist in Copenhagen, kebab in Krakow, and with real data. So as I mentioned before, if users are looking for real information, they're happy on my website because there are real information. Next, what do we have? Real job offers. I will translate it to English. So real job offer in each city. Still, job Krakow, job Warsaw, job in I don't know, in IT in Krakow. We have it. Local guide. So for example, you are looking for I don't know, some buildings in each city. We have it. Real building, real information about real buildings. So once again, users are happy. People born in each city. Still, people are looking, for example, for famous actors, famous writers, famous, I don't know, professors and politics in each city. Still, we are here. Real information about real funerals in each city. Still, it's programmatic. We are collecting data about real funerals in each city in Poland, and we are presenting it. So once again, real data. And real data about lifestyle is content part, so nothing interesting here. But what I wanted to show you, in each case, we use AI. We collect real data that local people are looking in their cities, and we just answer the questions, and in each possible keyword they are looking. For example, for companies, we are there. For local news keywords, we are there, and we are getting like hundreds of thousands traffic in Poland because we have like hundreds of this sort of websites. So it's quite huge programmatic SEO operation. And if you want me to show OnlyFans and a few ideas, I'm happy to share my screen.
Sure, for sure. Just one question, Robert. I mean, regarding, I think you mentioned technology as being super crucial.
Super crucial.
I mean, how do you? I mean, a project like this. I mean, how do you? I mean, how do I go about setting it up? Something like this. I mean, it's what are the essentials, or what are the key factors that I have to look into to make something like this happen? What would you say?
Yeah. So you need to ask. local example, okay?
Yeah.
So you need to ask yourself a question: what sort of informations companies, local people are looking in their cities? Then you need to ask a question where you can get the data. For example, local news, local government, local organization, easy. Local companies, Google Map. Local, let's say persons born in each city, let's say Wikipedia. So you need you have your data sources. Then you need to build some sort of database and collect your data. You collect the data from the internet to build the knowledge about your city, about the companies in your city, etc. And then you are processing the data to show on your website in the best possible way. That I'm looking, for example, for the dentist. I'm on the website with dentist list. I'm happy because I can call them. I'm good to set an appointment with dentist, and it's the customer journey in this case. And but at the beginning, I just answer myself the question: okay, what sort of companies people are looking? Where is the traffic potential? Where is the data? And then just let's say visualization, so to the website. So yeah, and there's a huge temptation on the market because you can hire people, but to be honest, people are expensive, and they will be much more expensive in time. So it's a good moment to think about the technology. It's super easy, and the entry level is super low because of the latest 03, 01 models. It's super good in coding. So just start building data and using AI. It's super easy to develop. Of course, it's a good idea to hire one, let's say, for example, Python developer or whatever developer you need. But in time, it's, when you build your company, it's better to just have, let's say, one Python developer or Python developer plus WordPress developer and grow, instead of hiring like 20 redactors and writers for your website. So you will move faster and cheaper in long run. So yeah,
I actually, I developed in Denmark a method called the T method, which is basically, it's more like it's not programmatic SEO. It's a hybrid between, taking transcriptions from a video, podcast, whatever, and use that as a data set to create insightful content on a larger scale. So my question was here actually. Let me get back to it afterwards. I think let's have a look at this at the OnlyFans content first.
Yeah, don't worry. So just to be clear, each e-commerce owner has the data. Their data is product information, product attributes, product description is the data, and is the approach I used in my programmatic SEO case on OnlyFans. So first of all, I will show short presentation for better understanding, and then I will show the results. So let's start with short presentation. So you see the OnlyFans logo, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go full screen. So what's the problem with OnlyFans? The problem is, about the models on OnlyFans only this. So just strings, words. And it's similar to e-commerce product description. It's just the set of words, and you can't, search based on it. And you can use actually large language models to extract information, parameters, and all possible ways. For example, in OnlyFans, it could be like sort of content they publish, or for example, information, where are they from, like from New York, from London. So you can extract it from content. So the problem with OnlyFans and with the case study. First, no navigation. There's no navigation in OnlyFans. You can only get just the text. Unstructured data, once again, because you have only text, and it's still similar to e-commerce. You just have the product description. That's it. Topic, it's quite sensitive, but then the key here is that open source models are good to go with sensitive topics, and this commercial models like OpenAI, Gemini have this layer of security, so you can't go with sensitive topics, but open source are good to go. And computing needs, because on OnlyFans there's like 1 million models. With content there is 300,000 models on OnlyFans right now. So you need huge computing to proceed. And what I did, First of all, I just scrape the data from OnlyFans just to collect the information, this text I showed, so I can extract data and set sort of infrastructure for it. Then that data indexation, because I need database to proceed with it. Then data processing, so data extraction, for example, cities, preferences, and all other, and presentation. Let me show the infrastructure for better understanding, and it's same with all programmatic SEO cases. First of all, data collection. So for example, you have a product description for your e-commerce, or you are collecting data from Google Maps, or collecting data from local news, as I showed. So you are collecting data live. Then you have sort of database you are indexing data on. For example, I use MySQL, it doesn't matter, but you need to index data somewhere, because Excel file, it will be too big to open, and you can't do this sort of operation on Excel file. You need to go with database. Then you are talking with, based on your data, with large language model. For example, for classification, I mean, let's say gender classification. Is it male or female? It's first sort of classification on, or the data extraction. For example, you have iPhone, and you can extract from product description the size, the memory, the GPU, or whatever iPhone has. So you are extracting information from plain text to build the navigation. Then you are building the huge database with all parameters, taxonomies, and based on local, you can classify, is it dentist, or is it surgeon, or is it doctor, whatever. You can just still build the classification. And then data presentation. So it's the website I showed you, for example, for Krakow. So we are presenting local news. You build in your database using AI, or companies you build using AI in your database, but you are just presenting the data for your users, for the queries they are looking for. And at the end of the process, you have just analytics and feedback. So you are getting data, for example, for Google Search Console or Google Analytics, if Google indexed the website, if there is a traffic, if there is any problems, if there is a problem with Google Update, whatever you can expect in the game. And you are putting data about the real, let's say, users back once again to your warehouse, where you can update information about dentists, because it's live, update the news, update the OnlyFans information. And now I will show you a case study, not case study, but the result of this approach. It's the result. I did it like 1 year ago during the Christmas season, because I have had the room for it. And I got like 5 million traffic from United States from this approach. So what I did, I built the structure, all possible queries, like user can look for OnlyFans based on data. For example, OnlyFans New York, OnlyFans Alabama, OnlyFans Poland, whatever. And I'm there. And users are always getting, once again, information that they are looking for. And back to hallucination and why it's super important, why the users are the name of a game. My colleague did one case study, same case study. He asked me, okay, Robert, could you give me the data and I will do same website as you. I gave him like 100% same data, and he started to produce AI content for it, like OnlyFans New York, and he produced from ChatGPT the content. You see, few days, and it was clapped by Google. Next domain, he told me that, okay, the domain is bad, I need to go with 301 redirection, okay, or brand new domain. And once again, he generated content, same situation, and he did it for 3 times, and the situation was always same. Once again, you need to fulfill your user needs. I did it on my OnlyFans, because if you are looking for the model, you are getting model, not the content. So it's the most important part of programmatic SEO, and it is how it is.
Yeah, I think I mean, these screenshots, that's when the young guns are playing around with these quick affiliate sites, just burn them and go and move on to the next one when you haven't developed the right model, right? I mean, I mean, I think I've on LinkedIn, I've seen so many of these traffic boners, and everybody is everybody is very enthusiastic around programmatic SEO, but they just don't see when the traffic just goes down again, right? I mean, there's a part of programmatic SEO which is missed out on.
Yeah, but the thing is, I got some sort of penalty on my OnlyFans, but that's still, I'm getting like 15,000 in traffic daily, so it's still a good result. But the thing is, I have a technology and I have a data. So if you go to zero, you can just use same data, same technology, brand new domain, and once again, of course, my problem was because of the niche, because there is a lot of attacks, DDoS, and let's say negative link campaigns. But still, I'm there, and my colleague just he haven't understand the idea, and he produced the mass scale content, and you saw the results 3 times. To zero, and is the most important part. If you are bringing a meat to the plate and your users are happy, you are good to go. If not, you will always go to zero.
Perfect. So, Robert, there was this question for you from Josep. So he says about data collection. How do you get it? What tools are you using?
So I just put the information on private chat, so you can share it on let's say live chat. It's appify.com. There is a lot of tools out there. Appify, Rapid API. There's a lot of it. So just Christopher, could you?
I'll put it in. I'll put it in the link here, so people can check it.
There is a lot of tools depending on the data you want to collect from, because you can go with Amazon, eBay data, Google Maps data, OnlyFans data, but in other hand, for livestock or crypto data, matches, sports, live games, a lot of possibilities.
So appify.com is your go-to to get data. So let me give you 3 use cases, because I've seen there are different use cases, of course. Programmatic, you mentioned local pages, right? I guess also we see all these dictionaries around. People are building dictionaries. I don't know if that's going to be the future of SEO. I mean, with AI overviews or LLMs to get this kind of results. I guess also comparison pages, alternative pages. I mean, there are different use cases, but if I give you 3 different use cases, then maybe you could just go walk through your mindset of how would you build programmatic SEO around them, or if it makes sense at all. So the first one is, of course, let's say that I create a local limousine service, right? Different Danish cities. How would you go around? How would you go about a use case like that one?
So it will be a small project, but still you can go local, like limousine Copenhagen, limousine Odense. Then you can split it up to car, for example, Hammer limousine, or I don't know what sort of limousine, American limousine, Mercedes M limousine, or whatever, for cars. Then for occasion, like for wedding, for stag party, for whatever you have, and limousine for wedding in Odense, limousine for wedding in Copenhagen, and all possible mix and permutation of this sort of keywords. So you'll have like few thousand, I guess, websites to build, then just answer the question of limousines people are looking for. It's the first call I have. So
because I mean that's a clear case where programmatic SEO makes sense. Something with local pages. I did see that Autobottler, for instance, this Danish company. I mean, I think they did hundreds of thousands of local pages where they have any repair on your car plus city, and then you have maybe 10-20 different kinds of repairs. I mean, that in the end, that's a lot of pages, and that's also, I think they had traffic from those pages were not so valuable. I mean, I don't remember the case exact, but I think there was some issues with indexation or cannibalization. I mean, is there a point where you would look at programmatic SEO and local pages and say, okay, this is there are some red flags here. There's something I need to be careful with.
Yeah, it's a huge temptation, for example, to go with all possible cities in your country, but I bet that in some cities there is no need of limousines, like some extremely small cities. So you need to do your math and check if there is search volume, and if there is not, and if there is not search volume, don't open website for the sort of query or keyword, because it will be, it will be, let's say, it will be decreasing the overall quality of your website. So go only for websites, queries, permutation your user are looking for, instead of spamming like everything. Then there's one golden rule I use like everywhere in all possible projects I'm running. You need to be as small as possible, as big as needed, because Google don't have resource to index like everything and analyze each possible website. So you need to go small and then expand, and still be the smallest possible structure for Google, for indexing purpose, retrieval purpose, because Google is paying the money to proceed your content website structure. And yeah.
How do you handle internal linking? I mean, how's that done in a smart way when you have so many pages?
So for sure, the taxonomies, you need to classify data. For example, if you are building the silos or directory structure, if you are talking about the companies, you have only companies in the structure. If you are talking about local news, you have only local news. Based on your case with limousines, it's same. So you can split it to regions, to cities. Then, for example, something. So always structure, always taxonomy, always something should be connected to the next website. Other possible option is internal linking in content is obvious, but you can go with it. And what we are doing right now in huge scale is we are using embedding models, same as Google, to embed each possible content and show Google what is most relevant to content you are reading. For example, we have content about doctors. So based on the embedding and the AI models, we know that close to doctor is, surgeons, dentists, and other doctors that will build the structure complete. I mean, so yeah, you can also go with it.
Great. I think this question could maybe be, let me give you the next use case, and let's see if this is a question which fits into this, right? So actually, when we were in Dubai last year, I was a little bit drunk, and that's the time normally when you buy domain names. So I bought SwedishWine.com. I want to create a website about, and I need to do 50 pages about Swedish wineries, right? So 50 different pages, same structure. Is that too small a project for programmatic SEO, or what? I mean, what would be your take on using programmatic for a project like that one?
So if it's small project, you need to always ask yourself a question: how you will cover your niche or your topicality or topical authority, whatever you name it. And if you can go with real good quality content, go with content. But if your niche or topicality or your topic is broad, is the moment when you can go with programmatic SEO. But if you have real data and real value for the user at the end of the day, instead, if you want to go, let's say, in scale, just generating random AI content just to generate it, is always no go.
So if I want to create 50 original pages here, I should use programmatic SEO for this. I mean, it will also make it easier to update.
I will show you the size of OnlyFans, because 50 is regular, let's say, SEO. You can of course generate the content using AI, then proofread, edit, but still it's not a room for programmatic SEO, because it's typical scale of my programmatic SEO project. It's like 100,000 of websites, and you see that there is a problem with indexation with model because of the outdated data, but still there is 168,000 website indexed. So it's the typical size of programmatic SEO project, and is the reason why it works.
Okay, so this also answers the question here from Morten. Actually, when programmatic SEO is a bad idea, it's maybe when the case is too small. That could certainly be something. I guess
most important part, if there is no value for the end user, is the most important.
How do you feel about these digital dictionaries? I mean, is that value or?
It is value, but it will be replaced by AI search shortly. So if they are getting a traffic and CTRs right now, it's fine for them. They are earning and getting money from the ads. It's good. It's good. But in the long run, they will be replaced for the AI search, like Perplexity. Why somebody need to jump to your website and read the content if they can get the direct answer in Perplexity or in Search Generative Experience in next month? So it's the thing. It's same with calculators. There's a lot of currency calculators out there, but Google has the widget for currency exchange in search results. So you will end with no CTR and no traffic at the end of the day. So for now, why not? In the long run, you need to but still the dictionaries and the sort of calculators are easy to scale. So if you will scale it to global operation, like for each possible country in the world, you will always get some data, but in time it will look like okay because of the AI search in long run. So
Okay. So but I guess it's also when we talk about topical authority. I mean, if you have the majority of your pages are the digital dictionary, I mean that could also change a little bit. That could complicate, I guess, what you want to rank as your core content.
Could you pardon the question so for better understanding?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if I'm selling software, for instance, and I have a part of my website which is the dictionary part, which is like the majority of the pages.
Glossary.
I mean, couldn't that change a little bit the core content of my website according to Google, and will make it harder for me to rank my core content?
It should be connected to your core. Let me give you an example. On my agency website, I have a dictionary, or better to say glossary, about marketing, about Google algorithms, about what is Perplexity, what is ChatGPT, what is Google BERT. So it's always connected to main topic. But I'm sure if I would go with law or economics in general, my main context will got like so. Don't go too broad. Be in the bubble, but you can be in the bubble in the main context and sort of surrounding, like I'm about SEO, so it's good to have a content about the marketing, about technology, about the business in general, but not about the economics or currencies. It's not connected.
Perfect. I think that's a great way to end this show, Robert. I got a lot of great tips from you here. I think especially about how to really build the data structure of a programmatic SEO project when programmatic SEO maybe is too much for the smaller cases, and also it's just interesting to see when real life examples, as you showed, both with your local pages and with the OnlyFans project. So thanks a lot for coming here to visit us and helping out on this topic.
No worry, I guess we have to do it one more time, once again in a few months, to follow up on these ideas. And maybe I will show some more interesting information, or I will invite you to my show. Why not? Let's go.
Sure. And everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for your questions, and have a great day. Can you stay on, Robert, just for 2 seconds?